Setbacks have a way of shaking your identity. But what if I told you that confidence is not built in the spotlight? It's built in recovery. Oh sis, I hope you're ready for this episode because today I'm going to break down how to rebuild your confidence when life has knocked you down. Girl, if you're ready for this episode, get your pen, get your Post-it, get your ambition planner, and let's go. Hello, Ambition Babes. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion, also known as the Face of Ambition, across all social media platforms, as well as wherever you stream your podcast. I help women who are 40 years and older who are ready to reinvent themselves, who are on a glow-up journey and are tired of doing the same old thing, the same old way, and expecting different results. But do not worry, honey, if you're not over the age of 40 and the algorithm gods have decided to show you this content, A, it's because you need it, and B, it's because I'm your digital bestie that is going to put you on to all the mistakes that I've had to make so that you don't have to make them yourself. And today I'm talking about how to rebuild your confidence when you've experienced a major setback. If you've ever experienced a setback in your life, you know that it can steal your identity, your sense of safety, and makes you even question your capabilities. You start questioning your worth, and it does significant damage to your confidence. And the only way to bounce back from your setback is to reframe what confidence means to you. What is it that makes you feel confident? You can't change the past. One of the hardest lessons that I've had to learn is that failures happen for me, not to me. When I started to understand that setbacks, slip-ups, and missteps were actually happening for my good, I started actually leaning into my failures. And now when I say failures, I take that word very loosely because all of us have experienced what we can deem as a failure. And no matter what you want to call it, we've all experienced something that we didn't want to occur to us. But when it happens, we feel like it's happening to me. Bad things always happen to me. I'm always the one holding the short end of the stick. Of course, lightning would strike me twice. It's the mentality that some of us have adopted. But what I have learned to do is to trace every single one of my setbacks or failures to how it's happening for my good. When COVID happened and we lost 100% of our marketing agency's clients, I was completely devastated. I stayed in bed for weeks. I had to slowly start releasing my staff and my office location. Everything that I had built for years, I felt like was crumbled at my feet. And one day my husband came to me bedside and he looked at me and said, "You're gonna have to get up." He hadn't pushed me any days before that, but he could see me falling into a depression. He reminded me how talented I am, how much I had to offer this world, and that I couldn't find the solution if I wasn't looking for it. And so I reluctantly got out of bed while he was teaching in another room, and God reminded me that I created the Ambition Planner. I created the Ambition Planner almost a year before COVID started. It was a summer project that I gave our group of interns. After not finding the type of planner that I needed to support my goals and my busy schedule, I sat down at my dining room table and I wrote out the Ambition Planner using a Sharpie and a blank piece of paper. I gave it to the group of interns and I asked them to develop it for me. I knew very quickly that I was going to use the Ambition for myself and my team, and that I was planning on white labeling the planner and sell it to the highest bidder. We engaged quite a few individuals that were very interested in purchasing it, but for some reason or another, their deals fell through. So imagine my surprise when I got out of bed that day and I heard God saying, "Remember that planner I didn't allow you to sell months ago? It was for this reason. The product that you developed sitting at that table with tears in your eyes because you had missed an important meeting, you felt spiritually lost, uncentered, and had absolutely no boundaries around your time and schedule. The development of that planner was for this moment." 5 years later, we've sold thousands of planners around the world. I've been featured in magazines, podcasts, and have built the Ambition brand, all behind what I felt like was a failure. I felt like I completely failed my team and the business that I had built for decades. Losing all of my clients was a failure that I felt like happened to me, but what I couldn't see is that it happened for my good. Once I'd learned the lesson that I was supposed to produce the Ambition Planner, become the face of a brand, and sell a product when I had spent decades providing a service, I felt as if I was not confident enough for the task. But that's when I realized that I had to reframe what confidence meant to me. I had to identify what made me feel confident. And so I went back to an old journal when I was preparing for this episode, and I wanted to remember what I felt like made me confident. And some of the things that I listed was getting dressed in the morning, putting on the perfect shade of red lipstick, journaling daily to declutter my mind, repeating my affirmations to myself in the mirror, creating boundaries and sticking to them, getting a fresh haircut and color, getting organized, feeling productive, planning my day, and working towards my goals until I found momentum are just a few of the things that I listed that made me feel more confident. Confidence is not loud. It's quiet self-trust. It's built by showing up for yourself when no one else is looking. You do not have to feel ready to be worth it. Confidence is built by repetition, not by perfection. One of the methods that I use to help with my confidence is that I got a career coach. For the longest time, I felt like I had it all figured out, but that hustle alone mentality kept me stuck. stuck in fear, stuck in old beliefs, and stuck in a poverty mindset that had me second guessing everything that I had built. But everything changed when I got a career coach. I've been working with my career coach for months now, and let me tell you, real growth does not happen by accident. It happens when you have the right systems and you put those systems to work. Since having a career coach, I've launched a new goals and gratitude journal, developed a new digital planner that I've been sitting on for years due to lack of clarity and fear. I've set and broken quarterly financial goals, and I've completely rewired the way I think about success and money. Career coaching gave me confidence, momentum, and the structure that I needed to level up in every area of my life. That's why I love what strawberry.me has to offer. It's not just coaching, it's career strategy tailored specifically for you. Their proven process helps you set goals, overcome mental blocks, and actually reach your goals. Strawberry.me matches ambitious professionals with career coaches that help you build a strong personal brand to stand out in the crowd, develop a clear roadmap to promotions, career transitions, or salary negotiations, all while helping you stay accountable so that you can start experiencing real progress. Top performers, high achievers, and relentless dreamers all have coaches to help guide them on their journey. So why shouldn't you? And the part that I love best about Strawberry Me is they make it accessible and affordable. This is not just for CEOs and executives. It's for you, ambitious women who are building the life of their dreams. Visit strawberry.me/thefaceofambition to claim your $50 credit. That's strawberry.me/thefaceofambition. Your career, your confidence, and your goals are worth the investment. Thank you, strawberry.me, for being the sponsor of this episode and an amazing supporter of our community. Okay, so let's break down the 5 micro habits that you can start as soon as today to start rebuilding your confidence. Number 1 is to keep small promises to yourself. You say you're going to get out of bed at 6 a.m., let your feet touch the ground. You say you're going to make your bed every day. As soon as your feet touch the ground, turn around and make the bed. Walk for 10 minutes. Make sure that you're drinking your water. Whatever it is that you say you want to do, make a promise to yourself and stick to it. The fastest way to start building confidence is to start trusting yourself again. Start with small, obtainable goals. Check off those proverbial boxes every single day and watch how it levels up your confidence in no time. Number 2 is to speak over yourself every single day. This may be the life hack that has completely changed my life and has kept my confidence on a level 10 because I know who I am. Every single day that I get to talk to God, He reminds me of these 7,000 promises that He has in the Bible and the fact that I have access to every single one of them. Every single time I get to bring all of my problems, burdens, and cares to Him in prayer, I know that my prayers are heard. And every single time I sit in meditation, I know this is the time that I've set aside to hear from God. Because you do know that prayer is when you get to speak to God, but meditation is the time for you to listen. When I got serious about building my confidence, I knew that I could not do it alone. I knew that I was going to have to depend on my Father for help. And when you experience a real setback, sometimes the only place that you can fall is to your knees. If you're ready to rebuild your spiritual confidence, start affirming yourself in the mirror. Prioritize journaling and practicing gratitude. Like I said, this is probably my number 1 life hack, and it's a thing that I promise will level up your self-confidence in no time. Number 3 is to move your body even just a little bit. Now, I know we're not trying to bust into a full sweat, but going on a hot girl walk, going to a spin class, Pilates, yoga, going for a swim, or picking up a game of pickleball are all amazing ways to release endorphins and helps you to feel absolutely amazing about yourself. I want you to leave this emoji in the chat if after you finish working out, you feel absolutely horrible about your body, absolutely horrible about yourself. You felt like, why did I even show up? This was absolutely pointless. Because for the majority of us, when we leave the gym, we feel absolutely amazing. We just feel happier. Yeah, we may have a few aches and pains, and we may not have been able to go as hard as we thought we should or could, but there's a chemical reaction that happens in our body when we move it that we cannot control. So even if you have only a few minutes to move your body, know that you're moving your body with purpose, and it's going to help build your confidence and increase your glow. Number 4 is to dress like the best version of yourself. Dressing like the best version of yourself does not mean that you have to wear luxury clothes or designer labels. It means that you show up as your best and highest self every single time you leave the house. And you know what? I take that back. You should be dressing like your best self even if you're just working around the house. Put on that beautiful robe that you're saving for a special occasion. Wear the matching athleisure wear that you bought months ago that you've never even taken out the package. Put on some perfume. Wear the lipstick that makes you feel good. Roll your shoulders back and leave the house like the amazing woman that you are. Although you are rebuilding your confidence, you are not broken. So you don't have to show up like you are. Pull out the clothes. Wear the cute outfit. You are the occasion. Act like it. And number 5 is to build an I did that list. Keeping a list of all of your wins is one of the most mood boosting hacks that you can start as soon as today. You have won so many times in life, but if I were to ask you what your latest win was, you couldn't tell me. It's because you did the task, you launched the project, you showed up at work, everybody gave you an applause, and as soon as you finished, you were on to the next thing. You didn't take time to celebrate yourself. So you feel like you're on this hamster wheel where you do it and you do it again. And you never step off to celebrate the fact that you did that. So your homework for today is easy. I want you to pull out your ambition planner, your goals and gratitude journal, or that planner that you picked up from TJ Maxx that you lost, put down, and found again. And I want you to write in big bold letters across the top, I did that list. And every single time you experience a win, be it that you drank all the ounces of water that you were supposed to consume today, or you've got an increase in your salary, I want you to write it down. Just like we track our habits, we have got to get in the habit of tracking our wins. Every single day, you should be celebrating yourself. There is something that you said you wanted to accomplish today that you did, and that deserves to be celebrated. Giving yourself an applause, showing up when you didn't feel like it, and exceeding your own expectations begins to build your confidence in your skills and abilities. Building confidence is not about being who you used to be. It's about who you are becoming one small decision at a time. Your glow up is a journey that is still unfolding, sis. You don't need anyone's permission to rise again. In the comment section below, I want you to tell me how you are rebuilding your confidence. It can be using one of the 5 tips that I offered you, or a way that you have identified that is helping you. Make sure that you leave the way that you're rebuilding your confidence in the comment section below so that we can support you and so that you can support others. Sis, I love you. And you're going to be okay. Just remember that setbacks and failures happen for you and not to you. I love you, girl, and I pray that you are well and that you do something every single day to reach your most ambitious goals.